Hey everyone, Sabin here, and welcome back to our next episode of the WWE 2K19 Universe Mode. We are back then with our Slammiversary pay-per-view here for Impact Wrestling. Second time lucky for me. And that's what it's for then, the X Division Championship. We have got Mustafa Ali making his first defense of this belt as he takes on Chris Sabin. So as I was saying, it's second time lucky for me this show. We've had a lot of power cuts yesterday, and what happens with the Elgato recording system is that if it loses power midway through the video, it doesn't save what you've got, it deletes everything. So I was literally on the main event. We had a power cut. I lost the entire show, which is why, again, we are still behind schedule on upload. So I do apologise on that, but we are getting there. We're hopefully going to catch up very, very soon. The plan was to have, I might have to delay PWG maybe till next weekend. I think I'm going to have to do that, you know, actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to delay PWG till next weekend just because of... otherwise, I'm just going to really struggle to get all this uploaded. I'll see how I get on. I'll record everything else first. I'll do PWG last. If it does become an issue, I can just upload it next weekend. It's not a problem. I've not got it recorded yet. That's the problem. I'm sat here now midway through Saturday. And it's like I'm supposed to have my first episode of PWG uploaded last night. So maybe it's better to save it till next weekend. Mustafa Ali now just forcing Sabin into the corner. Of course, Sabin won this #1 contendership by defeating his teammate Alex Shelley on the last episode of Impact to become the #1 contender. Mustafa Ali now just forcing Sabin into the ropes. Referee breaks it up. Sabin now catches Ali. Ali wrenching at the arm. Nice, really just forcing that arm. Looks really, really painful. Sabin now rolling Mustafa Ali through. Nice boot right in the back. And Sabin has a chance here to become the new X Division champion. I'm sure he'd love to do that. Nice tornado DDT. Mustafa Ali drop kick in the spine. And Mustafa Ali back on top. There's the pin. One. Only a 1 count. Pretty early to go for a pin in this match, but you've got to, I suppose, try and see what happens. See what sort of level you are at the match, but it has given Sabin the chance to get back into it. Sabin now rolling Mustafa Ali through, now wrenching back at the arm. Mustafa Ali rolls through. Now into a German suplex. Snap German, really, really good. Nice running forearm. Mustafa Ali now bringing Sabin back up to his feet. Mustafa Ali now tornado DDT once again on Sabin. Mustafa Ali drops into the pin. One. Only a 1 count still. Wow. Okay. Mustafa Ali now reverse DDT. Drop kick to the back. Ali now wrenching back at the leg as well. Brings Sabin back up to his feet. What's Ali got planned here? Taking him up into a powerbomb position, but Sabin rolls him through into the pin. Referee so slow to get down as always. Only a 1 count. Back and forth, back and forth. Nice German suplex there by Sabin. Brings Mustafa Ali back up to his feet now into a butterfly suplex into an armbar. Really wrenching back of that arm. Mustafa Ali able to roll through, break free, and then just rain down the right hands into the face of Sabin. Nice reverse DDT by Mustafa Ali on Sabin as well. Drags him into the middle of the ring. So Mustafa Ali got planned here. He's stalking as Sabin gets back up to his feet. Well, that was a complete waste of time, wasn't it? What on earth was that? He stood there and then just slowly got back in the ring and sent him into the corner. Oh, I got no idea. Mustafa Ali heading up to the top. We've seen this before. Super standing Spanish fly from the top. Wow. Mustafa Ali heads up to the top now. Looking for the inverted 450. Big maneuver. Could be the end of the match. Could be a successful championship defense for Mustafa Ali. And it is. Okay, well that happened exactly the same as my previous recordings. That's interesting. Mustafa Ali, fantastic here. Gets the win. And retains that X Division Championship. There we go. Well done, Mustafa Ali. Having a good run at the moment in the Universe mode. Made his debut in New Japan recently as well. Be interesting to see how far he can go. And here we go then, Rich Swann versus Lio Rush. Now this match has been brewing all sort of month. We saw Rich Swann versus Lio Rush in the first episode after the Unbreakable pay-per-view. Lio Rush started the match with a cheap shot on Rich Swann, then Rich Swann did also go on to win that match. Then a couple of weeks later, Rich Swann got a big opportunity to take on Austin Aries. And before that match even started, Lio Rush assaulted Rich Swann from behind, which led to that match actually being cancelled. And basically, Swann wanted some retribution, so here we are at Slammiversary. Tables match as well. So a bit of a gimmicky match, why not? It is a tables match, isn't it? I can't see the tables on the outside as normal. There's normally a table out there, but I can't see one. What the hell just happened? I've got no idea what just happened there. Either way, Lio Rush, it is a tables match. There's normally a table on the far side as well. What happened to Lio Rush there? He just sprung backwards. It's like he fell out of the ring or something like that. It was full on... there you go, Matthew. You can have that for next week. There we go. That'll be a Botchamania next week. That terrible, terrible... whatever, however you could even describe whatever that was. Lio Rush now wrenching back at the arm. And Rush is in control here. Rush dropping a boot on the inside the leg of Swann. Now brings Swann back up. Nice forearm. Rush sending Swann into the corner. And Rush heads back outside. Looks like he's going to grab a hold of the table. Sent it in. He's going to be the first one to try and go for the win then, by the looks of it. Nice boot right in the back of the arm there. Rush catching Swann once again. Rush now sets that table up. Looks like he's going to try and go for the early victory here. Rush has Swann up on his shoulder. Swann able to break free just in time. Swann now taking Rush up into that packaged Fisherman suplex. Almost like a brainbuster. Stunner by Rich Swann as well. Wow. Swann now taking Rush up onto his shoulder. Now brings him closer to the table. And again, this time it's Rush breaking free. Swann sending Rush face first into that table. And again, big clothesline there though by Lio Rush. Both guys just trying to avoid that table. Just like, oh, wow. What, it was a standing Spanish fly through the table. Wow, I've never seen that before. That was insane. Oh, let's hope they got that in the replay because that was a mental move. I've never seen anyone try that, but there it is. Look, standing Spanish fly through the table. Wow, that's insane. Absolutely insane. Well, there we go. Great win here for Lio Rush. That's going to help him out in the grand scheme of things, get some momentum. Of course, somebody else who's working X Division as well as potentially in the junior heavyweights in New Japan. And that's what it's for then, the Impact Tag Team Championships. Beer Money making their first championship defense against a team that has been so dominant since their debut here in Impact, of course, LAX. There they are, Ortiz and Santana. I always get mixed up. Ortiz is the one on the right, Santana's the one on the left. I always get confused between the two of them, I must admit. I've not seen them wrestle that much. I'm sure I will do when they join AEW pretty soon. My guess is they'll be, where was it? AEW have announced that the main event of the first TV show is going to be Omega and the Bucks versus Jericho and two mystery partners. And I very much feel that those two mystery partners are going to be LAX. I mean, there could be someone else, who knows, but I feel like LAX is a good shout for that one. There we go, the referee holds the belt up high. We are ready for this one. Beer Money versus LAX. Impact Tag Team Championships on the line. We are underway. And it's LAX getting a decent start, but James Storm and Bobby Roode turning things around quickly. They're going to have to if they want to win this match. It's going to be very, very difficult. LAX on a great run of form. Of course, two big wins in a row to get this #1 contendership. They defeated... Who did they defeat? Oh, they defeated Kaz and Sky, of course, of SCU, and then defeated the Rascals as well to get this match. So they're on a really good vein of form here, LAX. Nice clothesline to the back there of Bobby Roode. Now, I've had a couple of people in the comments ask why we use the Tornado matches rather than the standard tag team matches. The reason is that the standard tag team matches, the AI is not very good. The protection or breakup of pins is not very good. I mean, I've seen it before in previous matches where somebody will pin somebody and get the win while their tag team partners just stood there staring at it from outside the ropes. It's like, it just doesn't make sense. Or you'll have the fact where the pin is locked in and somebody comes in and breaks it and the teammate doesn't come in and try and protect the pin. It's just a bit weird. They need to fix the... It used to be great a couple of years ago. It used to be absolutely fantastic, but now just doesn't seem to work that well for me, which is why I use the Tornado matches, because people are always alert. They're always trying to break pins. They're always trying to defend pins. It works pretty well, but hopefully in next year's game we'll be able to go back to the standard tag team matches if they fix it. I mean, it's the same with 6-man. I'd love to use 6-man and 8-man tag team matches, but again, the AI... If I've done an 8-man tag team match before, AI versus AI, and I sat here for over an hour, and it still would not finish. There was no... I think it was 8-man elimination tag, but a normal tag team match. and there wasn't a single elimination within the hour. I was like, it's just not going to work, which is why I've had to go for the tornado style. It just works better for me. There's the pin. And there's... Oh my god, I thought those brand new champions. I really did think those brand new champions there. Rude spear there on Santana. Ortiz fighting back on James Storm. Up on the shoulders. Death Valley driver. Wow, big move there on Storm. There's the pin, but Bobby Roode's there to break it straight away. That's what I was saying about the AI on Tornado matches just being better, just being a bit more balanced. I mean, I'd love to use normal tag team matches. They just don't seem to work. I mean, we had one in New Japan, didn't we, this week? But it just, again, that just didn't work very well. Clubbing blow there by Ortiz, breaking up the Boston Crab submission. And then a nice backstabber on Bobby Roode. James Storm's grounded on the outside. Ortiz now just deadlift. Rolls the hip, keeps the grip, looking for the deadlift once again. Rolls the hip, keeps the grip for the trifecta of gut-wrench suplexes on Bobby Roode. Of course, LAX also working not New Japan, also working Lucha Underground now as well. That's takedown there by Santana. Raining down the rights on James Storm. Bobby Roode with a boot in the back of Ortiz as Santana stalking the grounded James Storm. Up on the shoulders. Oh. Into that Michinoku style driver. There's a spine buster by Bobby Roode. He's too slow. Bobby Roode. Oh. But James Storm able to kick out just before the 3. Thought we had brand new tag team champions there. LAX once again in control. And there's the glorious DDT by Bobby Roode. There's the pin. James Storm controls Ortiz, and that gives Beer Money enough time to get the victory. Wow. James Storm did a fantastic job of blocking off Ortiz, and Beer Money retain their tag team championships here in what was a very good tag team match. Actually enjoyed it. Really enjoyed this tag team match. So there we go. What a win for Beer Money, retaining their tag team championships once again. Be interesting to see how long they can keep a hold of them for. Of course, there's a very, very strong tag team division here in Impact Wrestling, which we're always adding to. But there we go. Beer Money. Beer Money retain their tag team championships. Wow, so here we go then. This is the Open Challenge ladder match to crown our inaugural TNA television champion. And look who's turned up. Everyone, basically. We got Drew McIntyre, Jay Lethal, Nick Aldis, EC3, Christopher Daniels, Austin Aries, Davey Richards, and Eric Young. Of course, only one person's going to be able to climb that ladder and retrieve the television championship. But who will it be? Who will be our first television champion here in Impact Wrestling. Of course, don't forget, we've still got the main event for you this evening as well. And of course, that'll be Samoa Joe defending his Impact Championship against John Morrison. Don't know why I said Joe Mo, you know. So, this should be interesting, this. I've got a feeling that 8-man ladder match is just not going to work. I think I've always done 6-man before because 8 people is just too many. We'll have to wait and see what happens. As time goes on, people will get more and more damage and start to roll to the outside, and it will give more and more opportunity for people to climb the ladder. This first sort of 5-10 minutes, though, is just going to be an absolute cluster of damage and action that I'm not going to be able to keep up with, so I'm just going to keep talking random, stupid stuff and then hope for the best. That's the way forward, isn't it? As Davey Richards dropping EY gut first across the barrier, then a boot in the side of the head on the right-hand side of the ring there as Daniel's sending McIntyre into the ring steps. You got Lethal, Aldis, and EC3 in the ring. Austin Aries is down on this near side. EC3 joins him. So just Jay Lethal and Nick Aldis in the ring now. No idea. I think the ladder's on this near side. I can just see the corner of it. Well, you could. Austin Aries has just knocked it. Of course, Austin Aries is already the Ring of Honor television champion, so he's looking to become double champ here in this universe mode. Nice Death Valley driver there by Jay Lethal on Nick Aldis. Yeah, the action is going full blast. We've got a few people now that are starting to struggle. A lot of damage being done, and Jay Lethal's decided that now is the time to bring the ladder into the ring. He's gonna have a punt. I think he's gonna struggle a bit here though, because there's a lot of people still on their feet. Lethal does have the ladder set up, but Aldis catches him into a neck breaker. I mean, that ladder's set up in a terrible position. It's nowhere near where the belt is, but it looks like it's going to be Aldis now who brings it into the middle of the ring. Jay Lethal sends Aldis over the top. Right hand knocking him off the apron. Now here's Jay Lethal's opportunity. He makes the run. He's got his hands on the belt. Everybody comes in to try and battle him away, and Richards joins him at the top of the ladder. Both guys trading blows. At the top of this ladder. I'm surprised no one's tried to push the ladder over yet, to be honest. But there goes Lethal off the top of the ladder. And here comes Davey Richards grabbing a hold of the belt. McIntyre in the ring. Clubbing blows to the back of Davey Richards. Now McIntyre and Christopher Daniels pushing the ladder over. And Davey Richards crashes back to the mat. So a couple of people had a bit of an opportunity to grab that belt. We're getting to that point now where it is a possibility as Austin Aries just knocks down Daniels with the ladder drop kick to the back of the head there by Lethal on McIntyre. And Austin Aries just raining down destruction with that ladder right in the face of Jay Lethal. Aries now bringing Lethal back up, and Lethal there with a shoulder block. EC3 dumps Daniels to the outside. Strike in the back. And Lethal, again, the only person in the ring with the ladder until Davey Richards comes in. And Lethal and Richards, the only two that have really gone for it so far. Wow. That neck breaker was so violent, it made the ladder ping halfway across the ring. Right, ladder set up here by Davey Richards. He starts to climb, and once again, Richards has a hold of the belt. Austin Aries comes in, though. Big forearm to the back, and another big forearm to the back as now McIntyre and Lethal trying to push that ladder over once again, but Richards holds on. And then Austin Aries catches him with that electric chair. Talking of chairs, Nick Aldis has one. Quite sure what his plan is with this chair, but well, EY hasn't seen that chair yet, and Nick Aldis is stalking him with that chair. EY's just, I think EY may have seen it. He's walking away a lot, and then gets the chair across the face. Okay, there we go. Davey Richards and Jay Lethal once again inside the ring with a ladder set up. You'd think people would be trying to stick closer to the ring with that ladder than where it is. Nice neck breaker, and now McIntyre starts to climb the ladder. McIntyre, not the fastest climber in the world, though, but does hold on to the belt until Jay Lethal brings him down the hard way with the electric chair. Austin Aries with the ladder into the back of Jay Lethal, then once again right into the back of the calf. That's a weird one. The ladder sort of started to sort of hover there for a moment. As now Christopher Daniels using that ladder as a weapon. EC3 back up to his feet, gets the ladder in the face once again. Daniels just marching around with that ladder as a weapon. Austin Aries takes it away from him, and Daniels just sends a boot through the ladder into the gut of Austin Aries. Daniels now wrenching back at the arm of Aries as Jay Lethal dropping a dropkick right in the back of EC3 as he was rested up against that middle rope. Daniels now with the ladder once again. Daniels seems less interested in setting that ladder up and more interested in trying to hit people with it, to be honest with you. Just make sure I'm still recording. You never know these days. There we go. Yep, it looks like we're still doing well. I always panic as Aries now climbs to the top, and Aries has a hold of the belt. Nobody's there yet. They slide back in the ring now, and Aldis and Daniels push the ladder over. Aries had a great opportunity there for a moment. Now Aldis dropping. Oh, EY's got his own ladder. Christopher Daniels there just dropping the right hand on Aldis. And now clubbing a blow to the back of EY, who was up on the corner. Now Chris Daniels is in the ring on his own with the ladder. But Daniels finally, I was going to say, he doesn't seem very interested in setting that ladder up. He's always trying to hit people with it. But now Daniels climbs the ladder. And Daniels is all alone in the ring with the ladder. Jay Lethal slides in. Lethal forearm to the back of Daniels. Another forearm to the back of Daniels. And Daniels is just holding on so well. And Christopher Daniels has won the ladder match. I hate the fact that the animation's so slow. But Christopher Daniels is your first inaugural Impact, I keep trying to say TNA, Impact Television Champion. I just hate the fact that the match ends, but the animation takes so long. That frustrates me so much. If you know what I mean? So essentially, Daniels wins the match. But the animation to actually release the belt is about another 1 or 2 seconds. So the match is finished, so everyone stands there while he hasn't actually got the belt free yet. Yeah, it annoys me. But there we go. Christopher Daniels, top of the ladder, is the first Impact Wrestling Television Champion. Now, I think the TV title is something that we will have to defend a bit more often on TV, of course. Not just on pay-per-view. So it's going to be a bit more of a difficult belt to keep a hold of. But Christopher Daniels is the man. Here we go, and that's what it's for then, the Impact Championship. We've got Samoa Joe making his first defense of the belt as he takes on John Morrison. Now, John Morrison won this opportunity by defeating Brian Cage, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby Lashley in a fatal four-way 3 or 4 episodes ago. And Morrison has looked pretty strong so far, actually. He's been pretty impressive in a lot of things. He's done well in Lucha Underground as well. So he has really been building a lot of momentum, and I think we might even see him later on this weekend as well. I forgot about that as well. Yeah, I think we're going to have to delay PWG till next weekend because all the stuff I've got planned for this weekend is too much. I've just remembered what else I have planned for this weekend as well, which I have to do because I've got it in order. Yeah. So we are aiming to put another special AEW show out tomorrow. And we've got a retro show tomorrow as well. Yeah. Okay. So we're definitely to do PWG next week, I think. Yeah, because I can't. It's 3 7-match shows. I can't record that this weekend as well. We're already well behind schedule. It'll be fine. It'll work out in the long run, I promise. There we go. Bell goes. We are underway. Samoa Joe versus John Morrison. Joe wrenching back at the arm. Really painful that is by Joe. Morrison dropping to a knee as Joe now. Oh, just pinching that shoulder. Morrison fighting back, wrenching back at the arm of Joe, who manages to roll through. Joe now just forcing Morrison back into the corner, into the turnbuckle. Referee able to break it up. Morrison now being forced back into the corner once again by Samoa Joe. And Joe with that cheap jab right in the face of Morrison. Joe now takes Morrison up onto his feet. Onto his shoulders, should I say. Into the Samoan drop. Joe bringing him back up and, Morrison catches Joe now. Big strikes. Joe struggling as Morrison gets caught with a strong forearm. Now Joe sends him into the corner. Clubbing blows to the back. Nice single leg kick by John Morrison. Then into the leg drop as well. Boot in the face. And now Morrison wrenching back at the eyes of Samoa Joe. Joe with a boot in the spine of Morrison. A clubbing blow to the back. Now Joe taking Morrison up onto his shoulders once again. Into the Samoan drop. But Morrison pings straight back up onto his feet. No sells it. Of course, Samoa Joe currently the Ring of Honor and Impact champion. After that thrilling Iron Man match last month. That was amazing, that Iron Man match was. Morrison now bringing Joe back up. Onto the shoulders, then into a backbreaker by by Morrison on Joe. Morrison slamming Joe's arm into the mat as well. Now into the head scissors. Rolling Joe through with that head scissors. And again rolls him through. And Joe able to fight. Oh, look at him. Rights and lefts right in the kidneys of John Morrison. Now Joe up on Morrison's shoulders for a change. Joe fighting free with the elbows in the side of the face now, though, and a big clothesline taking Morrison down. There's the pin, only enough for the 1 count. Joe now big strikes in the face of John Morrison as well. Big boots. Samoa Joe now launching John Morrison across the ring. Good old Jomo. And now into that big Uranagi. Essentially just the rock bottom, isn't it, really? As now Joe just twisting the head of John Morrison. Really wrenching that, then slamming the back of the head into the mat. There's the pin by Joe into a 2 count only. Joe thought he'd retained his championship there, but not quite enough. Just thinking, actually, everyone's... Well, obviously, apart from the television championship, but Mustafa Ali retained his X Division championship. Beer Money retained the Impact championship. So, Joe here could be the 3rd out of 3 to retain their championships. And it will be if he locks in the Coquina clutch like this. Grapevines the legs, but John Morrison able to break free pretty quickly. Joe slowly waddling back up to his feet as Morrison has him. Morrison dragging Joe along. Joe with the elbows right in the gut of Morrison. Spins him round into the half and half suplex, dropping John Morrison face first. Joe rolls him over into the pin. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Joe now bringing Morrison back up to his feet. Morrison able to trip Joe over, and Joe rolls to the outside, seeing he was in a dangerous position there. Morrison stalking though, ready to go. Strong forearm knocking Joe to the ground. Went for the boot in the back, but Joe avoids. Now Joe taking Morrison up into a backdrop. Once again, bringing Morrison back up to his feet, and Joe. Oh, Morrison able to break free, reverse DDT on the outside. Of course, that matting is only about an inch thick. There's absolutely barely any protection for the spine. Morrison now with a neck breaker on Samoa Joe as well. Morrison sending Joe back into the ring, slides in after him. It's Morrison's plan here, bringing Joe back up to his feet. Into the corner. Morrison dumping Joe to the outside. Stalking. Pops through that bottom and middle turnbuckle into the DDT. Samoa Joe in trouble here. Could lose his championship tonight. John Morrison looking very, very strong. Try to bring Joe back up, but Joe playing possum, catching Morrison by tripping him over. Now Joe with the jabs, but he gets one right in the jaw. Then I don't think Morrison really wants to get into a striking battle with Samoa Joe. That seems like a real dumb thing to do, to be honest with you. Both guys still fighting on the outside. The referee's counting here. He's up to a 6 count, is that? Remember, championship's advantage is here, so if either of these two men were to get counted out, Joe would walk away champion no matter what. Joe just staring at the ground in Morrison. Come on, guys, do something. Oh, don't do this, Samoa Joe. Don't be that guy. Samoa Joe wins by count out. Wow. Joe, you're really that guy. Wow. That is disappointing by Samoa Joe, but it is what it is. He's won. He retains the championship. It's a real heel victory for Samoa Joe. I'm sure John Morrison's not going to be happy with that, and John is surely going to want another opportunity, but the rules are the rules. He was outside the ring for more than 10. Samoa Joe retains the belt, but he did not pin John Morrison. That's the important thing here. So maybe John Morrison will feel like he wasn't... I don't know. He was beaten. Like I said, the rules are the rules. He was beaten. He was counted out. But Joe never actually pinned him. Joe never made him submit. So, who knows? Maybe next time. Falls count anywhere? Last man standing? I feel like there's definitely going to be a rematch here somewhere. Anyway, guys, that's the end of tonight's show. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you would like to see some more. Of course, don't forget, tons of action for you this weekend. We're going to delay PWG till next weekend just because I haven't got enough time to get it all recorded. But we still have the Retro pay-per-view, and we still have a special AEW Fight for the Fallen show as well for you this weekend. I shall leave you there then. I'm sure there'll be more videos for you to watch, so get on it right now, please. And I'll see you next time. Bye.